What up, y'all? It's the homie Dame, and it's that time of year again. We're going from the cold, depressing winter to the slightly less cold, depressing spring. But that doesn't matter because we're all inside anyway watching anime. So, I'm gonna react to a bunch of openings from the spring 2021 anime season, and I'm gonna rate them on a scale of 1 to 5 based on how good I think the music is. Cause I don't know, if you read the title, you know that I'm a musician. I know, believe it or not, people pay me to work on music. Anyway, let's get to it. Oh, by the way, I haven't included every spring anime, mostly just ones I've watched or ones you guys have requested. And stuff I haven't watched but I'm like slightly interested in, so disclaimer, whatever. Okay, the first opening is from Ijiranaide Nagatoro-San, or Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, aka the anime that Twitter thinks makes you a pedophile if you watch. Hey, this opening is called Easy Love by Sumire Uesaka. I am watching this show and I actually think it's great. I like how deceptively simple it is. Like, the premise is straightforward. This chick just messes with this dude because she obviously likes him. But what makes it fun is the jokes, you know, the writing, the surprising wholesomeness of it. It's really fun, you know, I recommend it. But let's watch this opening, which I purposely skipped while watching the show because obviously I wanted to watch it in this video to be as blind as possible. Oh, holy shit, this looks so cool. Yeah, this sounds insane, man. It's perfect if you watch the show. God, animating something like this must be a bitch, because there's like something happening every single frame, and there's like 10 million moving objects in every shot. Damn, shout out to the animators, man. They need to pay y'all more. This already might be my favorite OP that I watched in this video. I love this punk graffiti aesthetic, and the song is insane too, so much going on instrumentally. Great chord progression. It sounds similar to When the Sun Goes Down by the Arctic Monkeys, if y'all know that song. I don't know, I'm a fan of Nagatoro so far. What do y'all think? I can see her being annoying to a lot of people, but I feel like that's the point, right? She's toxic on purpose, but she's toxic in a way that's endearing. And to me, that's like an interesting challenge if you're the writer. You know, how do you make a character like that likable? Oh god, this shot is like a shonen opening. She looks like she just killed Jiraiya. Oh, spoiler, sorry. I love the way she says easy love. Wait, hold on, what does she say? Night date. Easy love night date. So like a prostitute, right? Okay, so that was dope. I want to break it down a bit, the music. So I listened to it a couple times off camera to kind of figure it out a bit more. This is such an interesting combination of punk and electropop. And I think this is a trend that's super common these days in J-rock, and I'm 100% for it. It kind of breathes life into, you know, what would just be a boring rock song that we've heard a million times before. Now, what I mean by this is you have a lot of organic live instruments, right? You know, someone is playing guitar, someone is playing the drums, someone is obviously singing. Then you have all these processed electronic elements like the synthesizer here. You have this electronic arpeggiated sweeper, a lot of quirky sound effects and chops and screws. And to me, what makes this such an interesting thing to listen to is because you can take it at face value and it's just a blast of energy, right? It all hits you at once and you're like, yeah, this is mayhem. Then if you're a huge loser like me, you can listen to it again and pick apart the song and listen to all the different sounds and all the different audio things that are going on. And to me, that's where the fun is, you know. But anyway, great opening, 5 out of 5. Great start to the video. I'm just gonna assume it's all gonna go downhill from here. Next we got Omoide Shiritori by Dialogue Plus from the show Hige wo Soru Soshite Joshikousei. I shaved then brought a high school girl home. Something tells me this is based off a light novel. I don't know what, but something. I just can't put my finger on it. Alright, I haven't watched this yet. I'm planning to, but yeah, this is one of the bigger animes of this season. All I know about the show is that it's about some dude and he wants to fuck some girl. Oh, we got subtitles. Interesting. Oh, wait, I recognize this sound. Who made this again? Dialogue Plus. Okay, where do I know them from? Oh, they did the OP for bottom tier character Tomozaki. Nice, that was an okay show, I guess. These character designs look pretty generic, but I kind of like them for some reason. Something about them is like endearing. I love idol pop like this, especially when it's really unashamed of being corny and girly, because it's just like, I don't know, just be different, man, or own your musical genre with confidence. I never mind high-pitched, kind of whiny vocals like this, specifically in songs like this, because it's all just part of the aesthetic. Like, you can't get mad at them for doing their thing, right? If it was like a, you know, hip-hop R&B song, and you're out here sounding like you off that helium, I'm gonna be like, you're gonna have to sell me on it. But for a song like this, it's fine. God damn, this is a fat-ass cast of characters. I'm sure all of them will be richly developed and entertaining to watch with compelling storylines. That's only half sarcasm, by the way. I have pretty high hopes for this show from what I've heard from other people, but you know, you never know. Just because other people like it doesn't mean you're gonna like it. Yeah, from what I'm hearing, this is a very straightforward song. All the members of the group trade off doing the verses. They harmonize a bit with some cute melodies, and then they do this bombastic chorus, right, with everyone in it. All really well done, all very by the books. It's a solid song from what I get from this snippet. Alright, solid opening. Nothing too crazy musically or visually, just a really well-written song. And you know, a cute looking opening too. People have so many different opinions on idol groups, man. You got like K-pop, which obviously everybody knows by now. And these days they're getting closer and closer to just mimicking Western pop music trends. But then you have J-pop groups like this group here, and they kind of sound more like that traditional idol sound. Meaning that cutesy girly bubblegum pop, which, you know, not my thing, but I can appreciate when it's done well like it is here, so I'm gonna say a 3 out of 5. Alright, next we got Cry Baby by official Hige Dandism from Tokyo Revengers, which I'm watching, but again, I skipped the OP so I could watch it blind here. So far the show's pretty good, you know, I'm having a lot of fun watching it. It's got a relatively straightforward, time travel premise. The characters are pretty cool. I like the MC. Yeah, let's check out the opening. Ooh, that's already a nice start. Y'all hear how the piano lines up on beat with the drums? That's cool. It sounds like, this is such a random connection, but Igor's theme by Tyler, the Creator, there's an ending part that sounds like this, except instead of a piano, it's an electronic synth. I don't know, it's a stretch of a connection, but that's the first thing I thought of for some reason. What do y'all think of this art style? I'm a little mixed, to be honest. Some characters look cool, some are like, yikes. And all of my friends' opinions are pretty divided too, so what do y'all think? Oh, here's the main girl. Look at this little mushroom looking chick. Isn't she adorable? I want to saute her with some fucking garlic or something. This fool has my favorite hairstyle because I know someone with that cut and it looks way cooler in real life. Here it just looks like a hay bale or a slowly melting cake. But trust me, in real life, the top bun with the long sides combo actually looks kind of sick if you can pull it off. This is an interesting part melodically because if you close your eyes, you can imagine something like this playing during like a drama, like a K-drama, and not this shonen gang thriller. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still pretty mixed on how I feel about this opening. It's not bad by any stretch. I don't know. I'm a little confused on what they're going as far as what they want us to get out of this opening. Like, is it supposed to be longing or regret or like sentimentality? Because if that's the case, they did a good job, right? The song fits that pretty well. But I hear the title Tokyo Revengers and the whole idea of Japanese delinquent culture being a focus. And kind of the raw balls of the wall street brawling. And I'm like, is this really the move as far as music for that? But I don't know. I'll talk about that more later. Let's keep going. Yeah, musically they kind of abandoned the cool sounding piano at the beginning. Y'all remember when I pointed that out? That was the best part of this. I wish they used that more. So what are y'all's theories? Obviously no manga spoilers or anything. Y'all think he's going to be going back and forth between past and future? Or is he going to have to do everything in one run? Like he gets one chance to go back. What do y'all think? Okay, yeah, like I said, that's an opening I'm super mixed on, because musically it's just an okay song with just a few standout great moments, but if I'm thinking about the emotional hit, it's like, okay, I need to know a bit more about how the show is going to go. If it's going to go the melodrama route, the street brawl action route, or maybe a bit of both, because I really don't know how to frame this opening. And I know in these videos, I usually say fuck context. I'm just going to take things as they are, as I see them. But I don't know, for this opening, I feel like it could really be something if I can figure out the intent behind it. So I'm going to withhold on the rating for now. Withhold out of 5. Maybe I'll come back to it once the season is over, or I'll just forget all about it. That's probably more likely. Alright, next we have the OP from Odd Taxi called Odd Taxi by Skirt and DJ Punpee. Thanks for making that simple. So I have not watched this show. I don't even know what the fuck this is or what it's. You guys just said I should watch it. And of course I trust the opinion of my beloved community because that's never gone wrong before. Damn, okay, B-Stars, fucking brand new animal. This is what I'm trying to hear, something different finally. Oh, I love that wah-wah effect on the guitar. Oh, what a moment, that was fucking amazing. See what happens when you actually try to create something cinematic and artistic instead of just, openings need to be hype, right? Let's get some J-Rock band to make a loud pop punk song. I love it when shows like this and Wonder Egg Priority do more subdued and subtle openings. Not that loud, obnoxious J-Rock is bad, especially when you do it like Nagatoro's opening, but hey man, you gotta switch it up a bit. I like that deep, airy drum, those backing vocals on the peripheral. Oh man, this is a good song. Nah, this is a banger. This might be the best one I watch in this video. Great delivery on the rap. I'm glad they're using a more modern style of rap delivery because I find that in Asian music, from what I hear in like K-pop or whatever, or J-pop groups, whenever they incorporate rap, they tend to use kind of like a really outdated and sometimes corny style of delivery. Like it's like the only kind of hip-hop they've heard is Sugar Hill Gang, which nothing wrong with that, but it's good to see Asian rappers using kind of a more contemporary, casual, sing-songy rap delivery. What could this show possibly be about? I'm obviously thinking about B-Stars, but I don't know. I might just watch this show out of pure curiosity now, because what the fuck is happening? Oh man, this is like so fun visually too. What the fuck is happening? I'm sorry, I'm like mesmerized by this opening. Someone, without spoiling obviously, someone sell me on this show in the comments, because I really hope it's good and worth watching, because this OP is baiting me in hard, and I hope the show captures even a quarter of the style, aesthetic, and feel of this opening. They always be making the hot chick a cat or a bunny in these anthropomorphic shows. I want to see a show where like the resident hot girl is like a barracuda or something. Can you imagine? Oh, and it ends on that sweet sounding guitar. God damn, there's a lot to unpack here. This is one of those deceptively simple sounding songs, so let me get into it a bit. So first thing I want to mention that I really fucked with are these drums. Y'all always be hearing me go on about, oh, how drums are so important. You might not even notice, but they can change a whole track. But here, this is really the case. If we go back to where the beat first drops, I already mentioned the kick drum, but there's also a really nice compressed snare / clap. I'm gonna see if I can recreate it. I love that lo-fi compressed sound that it has to it. That goes back to the whole idea of subtlety, you know, less is more. I keep with the aesthetic. Speaking of lo-fi, you can also hear like the tape noise in the background. It sounds like this. Again, it gives it that vintage, almost vinyl feel. I love the way everything comes together during this rap verse. It sounds very jazzy, very smooth. Like, what is even happening in this image? It's a rotating walrus head. If I had to pick a sound to best fit this weird-ass image, it'd be this song. It's perfect. So yeah, off camera, I went back and re-listened to this shit like 5 more times, and yeah, this is a 5 out of 5. You know, probably my favorite opening so far. Everything works. You know, from the visuals to the song itself. Damn. Look at this walrus, man. Next, we got the opening for 86, which is titled 3 Pun 29 Bio by Hitori. 3 Pun. What are those coordinates? I haven't watched 86, and again, I don't know the premise. I just know there's some lady with light blue or silver hair, maybe, and yeah, basically we're going in blind. Why am I instantly reminded of the Fire Force OP? Is this the main character? Oh, no, it's probably this fool. Oh, okay, so this will be like Nagatoro's OP, where it's that mix of electro punk pop. Let's see how they do it. Love it when a song has falsetto male vocals like that, especially when it's recorded really close to the mic, and it's really punchy and present. Always sounds good, man, always. Really complex instrumentation. It sounds like every piece is just doing like the absolute most at any given moment, even during this this slow breakdown part. Listen to the drums. This is like the level of complex orchestration that a JoJo opening would have. Okay, the glitchy stuff, that's a little obnoxious. Like, what does that really add? That bass guitar is wildin'. Whoever's playing that is on that Ultra Instinct bass playing. Oh, I just peeped that A1 Pictures in the corner. Shout out to that studio. Always pulling out hits like Sword Art and Arrow Manga Sensei. It's getting a little too much at the end. It's fine, but again, what does this add? You know what I mean? It's like quick drum break, guitar, then this weird screech effect, then repeat. It's like, okay, what are we trying to do here? Okay, that opening was really cool, I guess. A little too far in some places, but otherwise it's a pretty good sell for the show. I was already planning on watching it anyway, but this opening, at the very least, doesn't make me not want to watch the show. And I can't say the same for some of the other openings I watch on this channel. But yeah, really fun, really complex instrumentation. There's so much to listen to, so much to take in, and for the most part, that's to its benefit, because they come up with some really cool musical passages, like during the verse, and that intro was really great, but at other points, it gets a little too full of itself. All these little special effects, and then all this other weird electronics, and it's like, okay, at this point, it's just obnoxious. But still really, really enjoyable, especially if this is your type of music. So I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5, perfectly fine opening. Excited to watch the show. Just so excited. Next, we got the opening for Zombieland Saga Revenge, which is the second season of Zombieland Saga. Now, let me say this. If you don't know what this show is, don't Google it. Don't look up anything. Don't read a synopsis. Skip this part of the video, obviously, and just go watch the first episode of the show blind. That's all I gotta say. Next, let's watch this opening, which is called Taiga yo Tomo ni natte Kure by the one and only Shiritori, the greatest Japanese idol group of all time. At least the greatest Japanese idol group in the Saga prefecture. This is a great show, man. If you watch this channel, you may know that I have a soft spot for idols. I love my K-pop girl groups. I like some Japanese idols too. It's just fun. As a guy who was born in Southside Chicago and grew up listening to hip-hop and R&B, it feels refreshing to listen to a bubbly, girly pop song every once in a while, and this opening is not a bubbly, girly pop song. Yeah, I have already listened to this, so I won't be blind, but you know, let's check it out anyway so I could give it a rating. Man, everything about this show is so fun and creative in the most psychotic way possible. I love these intro 1980s synthesizers sounding like a fucking Bon Jovi song. This is amazing. It really feels like a legitimate real-world idol group. I love how this song's like a fight song or like a training montage song from a 1980s hyper-masculine action movie, but it's got like little zombie girls singing. It's amazing. Oh, whose voice is that? Junko or Yugiri, I think? Oh yeah, it's Yugiri with a deep-ass voice. Ooh, sounds perfect. The mix on their vocals is so good. It makes it sound so crisp and punchy. Like I'm at a live Shiritori concert and they're singing in my face. Man, you know what they gotta do? They gotta take a page from Gorillaz and do like a live hologram concert for Shiritori. Obviously once the pandemic is over, but man, I would buy tickets for that shit in a heartbeat, man. Name your price. I'll even bring some subscribers with me too. We're gonna get fucking turned. Whew. Visually too, there's something to look at in every scene. The cinematography going crazy. This shit remind me of Monogatari with a bunch of street signs. If you watch that show, you know what I mean. See, that feels like an idol hook. Like if you were a fan of this group and this hook hit at a live show, you would go crazy talking about, oh, #1, you're my favorite. Ooh, #4, please marry me. Waving your little glow sticks around. I don't know, perfectly written, man. This shit fucking bumps, dude. Their voices just fit perfectly together when they're all belting out like this, and it's such a powerful song too. It's not even like cutesy, right? It's like a stadium rock anthem. You could play this at Wembley Stadium and give Freddie Mercury a run for his money with the amount of impact these vocals have. Oh, I just remember this shit was made by MAPPA. Man, they've really been doing it all recently. They're working on like 400 different shows simultaneously, and they're all really good for the most part too. All my taste trash, but this is high-key my most anticipated show for the season. Well, to be fair, what else would it be? It sure isn't My Hero Academia, am I right? Alright, hell yeah, man. Fucking Zombieland Saga. Like I said, if you don't know about this show, just go watch episode 1 without looking it up. I promise you'll at least be intrigued by the end. But yeah, as for the season 2 opening, fucking fire, man. It's creative, it's energetic, it's hype. More hype than any terrible J-Rock opening for some random shonen. The vocals are powerful too, and they hit you really hard because of the good production and the way the mix is. Also, there's a lot of fun things going on instrumentally. Even though for idol pop, the instruments kind of usually take a backseat because obviously you want the idol's vocals to be the focal point and the main attraction. But here, you know, they take a kind of cool 80s power rock sound and combine it with Franchushu's own unique style of pop. It's really something. But yeah, man, I'm trying to see some motherfucking Franchushu live. Even if they just have like a fucking video screen with music video footage playing out to the crowd, I'ma be there singing along, man. I love that shit. Call me soft, call me whatever, I don't give a fuck, bro. 5 out of 5. It's a bop, it's a banger, it's a vibe, it's a zombie, hell yeah. Okay, the next opening is from Vivy. Okay, for the last opening, again, I know there's a bunch I've missed, but there's just so many I can't get to them all. But I can talk about this one from To Your Eternity. It's called Pink Blood by Hikaru Utada. So if y'all don't know, Hikaru Utada is like a legend in Japanese pop. Personally, I don't know too much about her discography, but I do know she's done songs for shit like Kingdom Hearts. And of course, she's here doing the OP for To Your Eternity. Now, I am holding off on watching this show, maybe till it's finished actually, but at the very least until like 6 episodes or so in, because I really want to experience this show. It seems like one of those where it's gonna take you on a fucking journey, you know what I mean? And I really want to do it in one complete experience rather than doing the week-to-week approach. But yeah, completely blind going in. I don't know shit, haven't seen shit, don't know nothing. The only thing I do know is that the first episode made one of my friends cry, and that fool literally did 2 years in prison, so take that how you will. That's different. You don't hear a lot of alternative pop in these OPs. Okay. Hold on. Okay, they got like a Rhodes keyboard. That's dope. This sounds like an early St. Vincent, if y'all know her. Just like a really glossy, vibey alt pop kind of, like they'd play this at a Sephora. Something about the drums here, they come across as a little flat, and I'm trying to decide if that's a bug or a feature. I think it's supposed to be like that. Well, if it is intentional, now I gotta decide if it works for me or not. I don't really know if it does. Hikaru Utada is killing it on the vocals though. She's got like this really light R&B croon. It sounds like this could be a track early Beyonce could hop on. I'm kind of like half watching these visuals, by the way, because I really don't want to be spoiled. I want to have as pure of a watch experience as possible. I'm kind of feeling the drums more now that there's more instrumentation surrounding them. When it was just the drums by themselves, they sounded kind of whack, but now they feel like they really fit. That's cool. If you listen to this ending part with headphones, you can hear her voice panning from one side to the other. That's always like a nice touch. Okay, yeah, that opening was dope. It's a genre and style that I rarely see in anime music, at least the ones that I've seen, which is this mix of alt pop and R&B, which is already a huge plus, you know, just for originality alone. I think one of my favorite parts of this whole shit is that Rhodes keyboard I mentioned earlier. That's what really gives it that R&B feel, like you could fuck to this song. And you know, I can't really say that about other anime opening songs. Well, hold on. Could I have sex to this song? Yeah, who am I kidding? Fuck yeah, I could. Anyway, I want to go back to talking about the drums, right? So it's a really simple kick and then like this rim, like they play the rim on the snare. I'm assuming they got some random drum hits in the peripherals too. And then of course the hi-hats. It's pretty bare bones, right? What I was really tripping over was how they're mixed, right? The kick doesn't sound too processed at all, and it just kind of sits in the middle of the mix really awkwardly. So when you have the verse and things are really sparse and bare bones, it's just the vocals, keyboards, bass, and drums. They come across as sounding weird, but then towards the end, once the instrumental fills out and more backing vocals are placed, the awkwardness of the drums is kind of covered up, and it actually adds to the feel of the song, so I like that a lot. Yeah, this is like a 4 out of 5. I was gonna make it a 3, but I'm gonna bump it up because again, it's a genre we don't hear a lot in anime, and I am fucking here for it. Alright, that was me reacting to some spring 2021 anime openings. Pretty good showing for this season. I really liked all of these, some more than others, but I didn't hate anything, which is great for my mental health. No alcohol was needed during this video. But yeah, excited to watch these shows, man. People were saying winter 2021 was stacked, but spring ain't no slouch either, man. There are some sleepers this season for sure. Okay, like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Leave a comment telling me what your favorite opening of the season is and what shows you're looking forward to or you're watching already, that kind of thing. All right, that's the video. Peace.